ASMR History Channel. I'm Sophie, and today we are embarking on a fascinating journey into the life of Kublai Khan, the legendary Mongol leader. As we whisper through the annals of history, you'll discover the incredible story of how Kublai Khan rose to power, expanded his empire, and left an indelible mark on the world. So sit back, relax, and let the gentle sounds and soft whispers guide you through the epic tale of one of history's most formidable rulers. Kublai Khan, born in 1215 as the grandson of the legendary Genghis Khan, ascended to great power and prominence as a notable ruler of the vast Mongol Empire. His significant mark on history was established in 1271 when he founded the Yuan Dynasty in China and became its first emperor, a position he held until his death in 1294. During his rule, the Mongol Empire experienced a period of remarkable growth and prosperity, stretching its dominion from East Asia to the Middle East. Kublai Khan's governance was marked by a series of transformative administrative reforms that aimed to streamline the functioning of the empire. Under his leadership, there were notable advancements in the fields of arts and sciences, with the patronage of scholars and artists contributing to a flourishing cultural scene. Additionally, Kublai Khan oversaw the enhancement of infrastructure across his empire, including the construction of roads, bridges, and other public works that facilitated trade and communication. One of Kublai Khan's key strategies for solidifying Mongol authority in China was the incorporation of Chinese governance practices into the existing administrative framework. By blending elements of traditional Chinese governance with Mongol customs, he sought to create a more cohesive and stable ruling structure that would be accepted by the local population. Despite his successes in China, Kublai Khan faced significant challenges in his attempts to expand his empire into Southeast Asia and Japan. Costly and ultimately unsuccessful military campaigns in these regions drained resources and strained the empire's military capabilities. These setbacks underscored the difficulties of projecting power over vast distances and diverse cultures. Kublai Khan's upbringing and early experiences played a crucial role in shaping his leadership style. An anecdote from his youth, where he and his brother captured a rabbit and an antelope during a hunting trip, highlights his early recognition by Genghis Khan for his intelligence and potential as a leader. Following the death of his father in 1232, Kublai inherited an estate in Herb, but initially struggled with governance, allowing local officials excessive autonomy, leading to issues of corruption and overtaxation that alienated Han peasants. Recognizing these problems, Kublai implemented reforms in Herb province with the help of officials appointed by his mother, Sakani, in an effort to address the grievances of the local population and encourage the return of displaced individuals. In conclusion, Kublai Khan's legacy as a ruler of the Mongol Empire is characterized by his efforts to blend diverse cultural practices, promote economic and cultural prosperity, and navigate the complexities of imperial expansion. His reign was a period of significant transformation and development, leaving a lasting impact on the history of China and the Mongol Empire. Kublai Khan's intellectual and cultural development was profoundly shaped by his interactions with Han Chinese traditions during his rule in China. His time in the country marked a period of significant advancements, with administrative reforms, promotion of arts and sciences, and improvements in infrastructure that solidified Mongol authority over the vast region. While Kublai's governance in China was generally successful, his attempts to expand Mongol influence into Southeast Asia and Japan faced resistance and encountered obstacles. One pivotal aspect of Kublai's growth was his engagement with prominent figures such as Hayun, a respected Buddhist monk whom Kublai welcomed to his court in Mongolia following their meeting in 1242. Hayun played a crucial role in deepening Kublai's understanding of Buddhism, and even bestowed upon Kublai's son the name Shenen, which translates to true gold. Furthermore, Hayun introduced Kublai to Leop, a well-rounded scholar who had traversed from Taoism to Buddhism. Leop shared his expertise in diverse fields, including painting, calligraphy, poetry, and mathematics, enriching Kublai's intellectual horizons. Under Kublai's guidance, his court evolved into a centre for intellectual and cultural exchange, attracting scholars like the renowned Shani intellectual Jabi. Kublai's administration reflected a harmonious fusion of Mongol, Turkic, and other diverse influences, showcasing his adeptness at diplomatic governance. Balancing regional interests with the grand ambitions of the Mongol Empire, Kublai oversaw significant advancements in agricultural productivity and social welfare, particularly in regions like Hunan and Xi'an. In 1251, when Meng was appointed as Khan of the Mongol Empire, Kublai, alongside the controversial Mahmud Yak, was entrusted with overseeing affairs in China proper. This responsibility further showcased Kublai's strategic prowess and administrative acumen in managing the complexities of a vast empire. Through his multifaceted engagements and astute leadership, Kublai Khan left a lasting legacy in both the intellectual and political realms of his era. Kublai Khan embraced the role of viceroy in northern China with a strategic move of his ordo to central Inner Mongolia, a decision that proved pivotal in his leadership journey. One of the most significant trials he faced was during the Mongol campaign against the resilient Dari kingdom in Yunnan, situated in close proximity to Vietnam. Overcoming initial obstacles, Kublai demonstrated his adeptness by successfully incorporating the region into Mongol governance through a collaborative approach with the last Dai king, Dingjie. This diplomatic success underscored Kublai's ability to navigate complex political landscapes and forge alliances for the greater good of the Mongol Empire. Furthermore, Kublai's court was a reflection of his profound interest in diverse cultures and religions. His encounter with the Tibetan monk Drogon Gyalphagpa of the Sakha school in 1253 left an indelible mark on his spiritual journey, highlighting the significant role played by religious figures in shaping his beliefs. This encounter not only broadened Kublai's spiritual horizons, but also influenced his approach to governance, as seen in his preference for Buddhism over Taoism. The pivotal conference in 1258, where Kublai favoured Buddhism over Taoism, marked a significant shift in religious practices, leading to the conversion of numerous Taoist temples to Buddhism. This decision showcased Kublai's commitment to embracing diverse beliefs, while also asserting his authority in matters of faith within his realm. Despite occasional clashes within his administration, particularly with Mahmud Yak and his divisive methods that alienated Han allies, Kublai's governance was marked by a harmonious blend of cultural appreciation, diplomatic finesse, and strategic foresight. His astute leadership laid the groundwork for the establishment of the Yuan Dynasty, setting a precedent for future rulers in the region. In the late 1250s, Kublai faced accusations of exceeding his authority and violating regulations through the actions of his subordinates, prompting a thorough investigation by inspectors and the temporary suspension of his pacification commission. However, Kublai's unwavering defence of his decisions and his ability to reconcile with key figures like Mer demonstrated his skill in navigating the Dynasty as a key figure in Mongol history. In 1259, Kublai's responsibilities expanded significantly when Mur appointed him to lead the Eastern Army in an assault on Suwon, despite his ongoing battle with gout. Kublai admirably embraced his role in the military campaign, demonstrating his loyalty and dedication to the cause. However, the unexpected death of Mong in the same year cast a shadow of uncertainty over the Mongol leadership. In the aftermath of his brother's demise, Kublai made a pivotal decision to withhold the news in order to maintain the momentum of the military offensive. With the unwavering support of his trusted commander, Urankad, Kublai successfully laid siege to Wang. Kublai's adept handling of negotiations with Minister Jal of the Song dynasty showcased his diplomatic finesse and strategic acumen. These talks resulted in a tributary agreement that not only highlighted Go's diplomatic skills, but also underscored Kublai's ability to navigate complex political landscapes. Eventually, Kublai agreed to peace terms with the Song dynasty, securing a stable tribute while focusing on consolidating his authority. Following the death of Mona Khan, a power struggle ensued between Kublai and his younger brother, Arik Bakur. Despite Kurulta's proclamation of Arik Bakur as the Great Khan, Kublai, with the support of his advisors and senior princes, was officially declared the Great Khan in April 1260. This declaration sparked a civil conflict that resulted in widespread devastation, including the razing of the Mongol capital, Korum. Mur's loyal forces sided with Arik Bakur, setting the stage for a fierce confrontation. Amidst the turmoil, Kublai's unwavering commander, Lianan, skillfully persuaded wavering generals to rally behind Kublai. The conflict spilled over into the Chagatai Khanate, where Kublai aimed to install Abisha as Khan. Arik Bakur, however, captured and executed Abisha, replacing him with his own candidate, Alu. Despite the initial setback, Alu eventually switched allegiance to Kublai, further solidifying Kublai's authority and paving the way for his ascent to power within the Mongol ranks. The turning point of the civil war occurred in 1262, when Kublai's formidable forces decisively triumphed over Arik Bakur's army in a climactic battle. This victory ultimately led to Arik's capitulation to Kublai in 1264 at Xanadu, signifying a monumental shift in their intense power struggle for dominance. Kublai's ascension to the throne as the ruler of Mongolia and the vast Mongolian Empire was irrevocably cemented by Arik's surrender, prompting even the Western Kates rulers to acknowledge Kublai's unassailable supremacy over the region. Despite the apparent resolution brought about by Arik's submission, underlying tensions persisted as Aluan, a key figure in the conflict, continued to assert his own position, which had initially been recognised by Arik. Kublai's reign was characterised by his unwavering efforts to consolidate his authority and quell any potential sources of discord within his realm. To this end, he made the strategic decision to eliminate Arik Bakur's main supporters, a move intended to solidify his grip on power, while sparing Arik himself as a calculated display of magnanimity. Kublai's deft management of these intricate power dynamics serves as a shining example of his strategic acumen and adeptness at navigating the intricate web of political complexities that defined the Mongol Empire during this tumultuous era. The perilous task of navigating succession disputes within the Mongol ruling hierarchy can be likened to traversing a treacherous path fraught with hidden perils and adversaries lying in wait at every twist and turn. While the quest for the throne presents its own set of challenges, the true test lies in the ability to maintain one's position amidst rival claims and potential dissent. Amidst simmering tensions with rival Mongol factions, such as Hulagu's faction, Kublai's dominance remained largely unchallenged, with dissenting voices hesitant to openly defy his rule. The intricate political landscape of the Mongol Empire was rife with internal conflicts, particularly stemming from power struggles between factions like the Ilkhanate and the Golden Horde. The strained relations among the descendants of Genghis Khan were further exacerbated by disputes over succession rights and territorial control, adding another layer of complexity to an already volatile political environment. Hulagu Khan, known for his provocative actions, made a series of strategic moves that ultimately led to heightened hostilities within the Mongol Empire. One such action was the ruthless purge of choked troops under his command, displaying his willingness to eliminate potential threats to his power. Additionally, Hulagu openly supported Kublai in his struggle against Arik, a move that further exacerbated tensions with Burr's Golden Horde, as Burr backed Arik in the conflict. The situation escalated into open warfare when Burr's support for Arik led to a direct conflict with Hulagu. The conflict took a significant turn when Kublai intervened by dispatching a formidable force of 30,000 young Mongol reinforcements to aid Hulagu, demonstrating his willingness to involve himself in the internal power struggles of the empire. The sudden deaths of both Hulagu and Burr in 1264 marked a pivotal juncture in Mongol history. Following these events, Kublai strategically omitted Burr's name as a KH in his family's historical account due to the conflicts they were involved in. Kublai then made calculated appointments to consolidate his power, including naming Abaka as the new Khan and appointing Menu, Burr's grandson, as the ruler of Sarai, the Golden Horde's capital. Kublai's determination to assert control over the Ilkhanate and oversee the Golden Horde's relationships with other Khanates was evident in his actions. For instance, in 1265, Kublai faced a challenge to his authority over the Chagatai Khanate when Empress Orana installed her son Mubarak Shah as the ruler without Kublai's consent. In response, Kublai backed Ghasuddin Barak to depose Orana, sparking a series of aggressive maneuvers that led to a coalition forming against him. This coalition involved key figures such as Kaidu of the House of Ogai and Mandu of the Golden Horde, who joined forces against Kublai. Despite these challenges, Kublai's diplomatic maneuvers extended beyond just the Mongol territories. For example, in Korea, he consolidated Mongol dominance by launching another invasion and installing Wan Yong of Gordo as the sovereign, showcasing his ambition to expand his influence beyond the borders of the empire. Kublai Khan's engagements with the Song dynasty in China were marked by a series of intricate diplomatic maneuvers and subsequent military campaigns that ultimately led to the pivotal siege of Xianyang and the strategic preparations for a decisive offensive against the Song forces. His military strategies were complemented by meticulous logistical planning, exemplified by the implementation of a comprehensive census in the Golden Horde region to effectively mobilize resources for his military exploits. This demonstrated Kublai's keen understanding of the importance of resource management in sustaining his military operations. In addition to his military pursuits, Kublai Khan also endeavoured to navigate complex political landscapes within the Mongol Empire. Notably, his efforts to mediate conflicts between the Golden Horde and the Ilkhanate in 1270 showcased a more conciliatory and diplomatic approach, highlighting his nuanced leadership style and commitment to fostering unity within the empire. A significant turning point in Kublai's reign came in 1271, when he officially established the Yuan Dynasty in China, a move that symbolized his embrace of Chinese cultural traditions and practices to garner support and acceptance from the vast Chinese population under his rule. This cultural integration was further underscored by his decision to relocate the capital to Kublai, present-day Beijing, which, while successful, triggered a revolt in the former capital of Korum that Kublai skillfully subdued, showcasing his adeptness in managing internal dissent and unrest. Despite his efforts to assimilate Han Chinese customs and traditions, Kublai faced opposition from traditionalist factions within the Mongol elite who questioned his departure from conventional Mongol practices. This internal friction was exemplified by challenges from figures like Kaidu, who contested Kublai's claim to the throne, leading to a rift within the Mongol leadership. Kublai's progressive policies and divergence from traditional Mongol norms also led to notable desertions to Kaidu's faction, drawing parallels to historical figures like Alexander the Great, who assimilated foreign customs and faced resistance from traditionalists. These internal tensions underscored the complexities of governing a diverse empire and balancing the preservation of traditional practices with the need for adaptation and evolution. By 1276, Kublai's Yuan Dynasty had successfully compelled the Song imperial family to surrender, marking a significant milestone as the Mongols became the first non-Han rulers to conquer the entirety of China. This conquest solidified Kublai's legacy as a formidable leader who navigated intricate political landscapes, implemented innovative military strategies, and grappled with the challenges of cultural assimilation and internal dissent within his empire. In 1279, Kublai Khan's forces decisively defeated the last remnants of the Song loyalists, marking a pivotal moment in his reign as the ruler of the Yuan dynasty in China. After this victory, Kublai showed a surprising degree of clemency by relocating the Song Empress Dowager and Emperor Gong to Kublai, where they were given exempted properties to live out their days without the burden of taxes. This gesture of mercy not only showcased Kublai's strategic political acumen, but also helped in pacifying potential dissent among the conquered people. Kublai Khan's reign was characterized by a significant emphasis on the development of culture and infrastructure. One of his notable achievements was the establishment of over 20,000 public educational institutions, a move that aimed to promote literacy and education among the populace. These institutions played a crucial role in disseminating knowledge and fostering a sense of unity among the diverse populations under Kublai's rule. Despite his military campaigns in regions like Vietnam, Burma, and Japan, Kublai Khan struggled to achieve complete control and had to settle for nominal vassalage in these territories. This limitation underscored the challenges he faced in extending his influence beyond China and Mongolia. Additionally, internal threats, such as the rebellion led by Moltke's son, Shiri, in 1277, posed challenges that Kublai had to overcome through decisive action and strategic maneuvers. Kublai Khan's governance was not without controversy, as his cultural policies sometimes sparked discontent among the population. For instance, his prohibition of specific religious slaughtering customs ruffled feathers among certain groups. However, Kublai's overarching goal was to consolidate Mongol dominance over the diverse populations under his rule, a strategy exemplified by his diplomatic negotiations with the Golden Horde for the peaceful repatriation of his sons in 1282. To strengthen his grip on power, Kublai Khan strategically positioned China as the focal point point of his empire, adopting Chinese administrative methods and curbing the authority of regional magnates. He surrounded himself with Chinese advisors and appointed Buddhist leaders to key administrative positions, showcasing his commitment to amalgamating Mongol and Chinese cultures. The establishment of the Supreme Control Commission, overseen by Phog Palal, highlighted Kublai's emphasis on centralized governance and cultural integration as cornerstones of his rule. However, challenges persisted, as evidenced by the corruption that seeped into the administration, disillusioning Kublai Khan and leading him to shift his trust towards younger Mongol aristocrats for governance. The transformation of the Commission for Buddhist and Tibetan Affairs in 1286, under the leadership of Sangha as the chief fiscal officer, reflected Kublai's efforts to navigate the complexities of managing diverse cultural and religious influences within his empire. In essence, Kublai Khan's reign was marked by a delicate balance of military conquests, cultural assimilation, and internal challenges, showcasing the complexities of ruling over a vast and diverse empire like the Yuan Dynasty. Through strategic decisions and adaptive governance, Kublai Khan sought to leave a lasting legacy as a ruler who bridged different cultures and traditions in pursuit of a unified empire. During the period starting from 1265, notable individuals such as Antong of the Jers and Bayan of the Barin played pivotal roles as Grand Councillors in the administration. Concurrently, Otamur of the Arad took charge of overseeing the censor, ensuring the smooth functioning of government operations. Oe, a descendant of Barola, held dual responsibilities, commanding both the Imperial Guard and presiding over the Palace Provision Commission, demonstrating a high level of trust placed in their leadership abilities. In 1271, marking the 8th year of Jan, Kublai Khan laid the foundation of the Yuan Dynasty, officially establishing it as the ruling power. This significant event also saw the selection of Tao, known today as Beijing, as the capital city, setting the stage for the dynasty's seat of power. Additionally, Kublai strategically set up a summer capital in Shangdu, or Xanadu, situated near present-day Dolan, in a move to consolidate his authority over the vast expanse of China. This dual capital system was instrumental in reinforcing control over the diverse regions under his rule. Kublai's quest for unification under Mongol dominion involved a substantial military campaign against the remnants of the southern Song dynasty. The culmination of this effort came in 1279 during the decisive Battle of Yamen, resulting in the fall of the southern Song and the tragic end of its last emperor, Zhao Bing, who chose to take his own life rather than face defeat. Under Kublai's rule, the expansive territories of the Yuan dynasty were meticulously organised into provinces known as translated branch secretariats. Each province was meticulously managed by a governor and a vice-governor, ensuring efficient governance and control over regions such as China proper, Manchuria, Mongolia, and the Jinnong branch extending into Korea. The central region, a crucial part of modern northern China, was under the direct supervision of the Zhongshu Shang in Tao, signifying its strategic importance as the heart of the empire. Moreover, Tibet enjoyed a degree of autonomy under the governance of the Bureau of Buddhist and Tibetan Affairs, showcasing the Yuan dynasty's nuanced approach to managing diverse regions within its vast domain. This system of governance, characterized by strong administrative structures and strategic territorial divisions, underscored Kublai's efforts to establish a cohesive and efficient ruling apparatus across the vast landscape throughout his vast empire was unmistakable in his efforts to revitalise the Grand Canal, upgrade public infrastructure, and extend the network of roads. Despite his initiatives, his approach often intertwined traditional Mongol practices that clashed with well-established Chinese economic and social norms. For instance, in 1272, he imposed taxes on Mongol partner merchants and founded the Market Taxes Office in 1268 to oversee these duties. The victory of the Mongols over the Song dynasty led to a surge in trade activities, with Muslim and Chinese merchants expanding their commercial routes to the South China Sea and the Indian Ocean. By 1286, the Market Taxes Office also extended its jurisdiction to maritime trade, with salt production gaining prominence as a government-controlled sector due to its critical role in food preservation. The introduction of paper currency by the Mongol administration further emphasized the significance of salt in trade and commerce. In 1260, Kublai introduced a unified paper currency called the jia, backed by precious metals to maintain its value. This currency became mandatory for tax payments to stabilize its value. However, in 1273, Kublai issued a new set of government-backed notes to fund his military campaign against the Song dynasty. This move resulted in considerable inflation and economic downturn due to financial mismanagement. To ensure the circulation of the currency, Kublai's administration confiscated gold and silver from both local inhabitants and foreign traders, establishing him as a pioneer in the domain of fiat money. During his rule, Kublai Khan not only confiscated individuals' wealth, but also played a significant role as a patron of the arts and displayed remarkable religious tolerance. This multifaceted approach to governance showcased his ability to balance power dynamics while fostering cultural and religious harmony within his empire. One noteworthy example of his religious tolerance was his appointment of Zhang Liaosan as the patriarch of the DST Shen order, highlighting his respect for diverse religious leadership. In the realm of diplomacy, Kublai Khan engaged with Europe, exemplified by the historic visit of Marco Polo in the 1270s. Polo's extended stay in the empire for 17 years as a diplomatic envoy underscored Kublai's efforts to establish and maintain international relations. This interaction with European powers marked a significant chapter in the history of East-West exchanges during Kublai's reign. The transition from the Southern Song to the Yuan Dynasty brought about challenges regarding the lineage of the Duke Yan Shun title, traditionally associated with the direct descendants of Confucius. Kublai's attempts to resolve this issue by inviting the Southern Duke Yan Shun, Kongju, to return to Chu demonstrated his commitment to upholding traditional customs. However, tensions arose when Kongju declined, leading to the transfer of the title to the northern branch. Despite this, the southern branch, represented by Chu Chu, continued to preserve the legacy of Confucius within their lineage. Kublai Khan's governance also saw the implementation of strict edicts concerning religious practices, such as the prohibition of animal slaughter in alignment with Islamic and Jewish doctrines. The explicit ban on circumcision reflected the complexities of navigating diverse religious customs within the empire, highlighting the ongoing tensions between Mongol imperial decrees and religious traditions. Within Kublai's court, Muslims held influential positions, illustrating the empire's inclusivity and diverse cultural landscape. Notably, 8 out of the 12 administrative regions were governed by Muslim officials, showcasing the administrative prowess and cultural adaptability of these individuals. Figures like Say Shams, Aline Omar, who governed Yunnan, exemplified a deep understanding of Confucian principles and deist customs while actively promoting Islam within China, contributing to the rich tapestry of religious diversity under Kublai's rule. During the rule of the Yuan Dynasty, Muslim administrators like Nasir al-Din and Mahmud Yak played crucial roles that extended far beyond their administrative duties. They actively supported and encouraged Muslim intellectuals and researchers, particularly in fields such as astronomy and cartography. For instance, Muslim astronomers, notably Jamal ad-Din, made significant contributions to the advancement of astronomical knowledge in China by introducing innovative tools and concepts at the observatory in Shanyi. These advancements led to substantial improvements in the Chinese calendar system, demonstrating the valuable cross-cultural exchange that was taking place during this period. Moreover, Muslim cartographers meticulously mapped out regions along the Silk Road, providing the Yuan dynasty's rulers and traders with detailed geographical information that was vital for effective governance and expansion of the empire's territories. The intricate maps produced by these cartographers not only facilitated trade and communication, but also enriched the understanding of the vast lands through which the Silk Road passed. In the field of medicine, Muslim physicians played a crucial role in the development of healthcare infrastructure in major urban centres like Beijing and Shangu. The establishment of hospitals and medical institutions such as the conquests in Beijing, which specialised in Hui medicine and surgery, improved access to healthcare services and contributed to advancements in medical practices. The influence of Persian scholar Avicenna on Chinese medical methodologies further highlights the significant impact of cross-cultural exchanges on the development of healthcare systems during this era. Furthermore, in mathematics, Muslim scholars introduced concepts such as Euclidean geometry, spherical trigonometry, and Arabic numerals to China, revolutionizing the scientific and educational landscape of the Yuan dynasty. These mathematical advancements not only enhanced the understanding of complex geometrical and numerical concepts, but also laid the foundation for further scientific exploration and innovation in China. Overall, the contributions of Muslim administrators, astronomers, cartographers, physicians, and scholars during the Yuan dynasty exemplified the rich cultural exchanges and collaborations that took place between different civilizations, leading to significant advancements in various fields and contributing to the flourishing of knowledge and innovation during this period. Kublai Khan, the Mongol ruler, exhibited a keen interest in incorporating diverse expertise into his military strategies. One notable example of this was his collaboration with Muslim siege engineers, who introduced the Muslim trebuchet, a powerful siege weapon that played a crucial role in the pivotal Battle of Xiangyang. This alliance highlighted the valuable contributions of Islamic specialists in enhancing the Mongol military machinery through their strategic and technological advancements. In addition to integrating innovative military technologies, Kublai enacted significant changes within his military structure. While he maintained traditional roles within the Keshik, he established a new imperial guard predominantly composed of ethnic Han Chinese soldiers. Over time, this guard was reinforced by units from the Kipchak and Russian ethnic groups. By 1273, Kublai restructured his Keshik, placing the original units under the leadership of descendants of Genghis Khan's trusted aides, Bakola Baru and Mukhali. Furthermore, Kublai introduced a new administrative protocol by involving the four major aristocrats in his Kek in issuing decrees, a practice that was later adopted across all Mongol gates. The military units, both Mongol and Han, were organised according to the decimal system established by Genghis Khan, ensuring a structured and efficient command hierarchy. Under Kublai's reign, the Yuan Dynasty eagerly embraced advancements in artillery technology and adapted new military tactics that proved instrumental in swiftly subjugating the Song dynasty. This success was partly attributed to the assimilation of advanced naval strategies into their military operations. However, Kublai faced internal challenges as well. In 1285, the Dun Kagu sect initiated a rebellion against the Han dynasty, targeting Saka monasteries with support from the Chatai Kedua. They besieged Gang and managed to overrun Yan positions in the Tarim Basin. The subsequent year witnessed Kaidu seizing control of Bashbalik, prompting many wagers to retreat to the eastern territories under Yuan rule. Nevertheless, by 1291, Kublai's grandson, Bukat Tamur, effectively suppressed the rebellion by ordering the execution of 10,000 Tibetans, consolidating control over Tibet and asserting authority over the region. Moreover, Kuai significantly extended his sphere of influence across the Korean peninsula, consolidating Goro as a tributary state by the year 1260. This strategic move marked a pivotal shift in the regional power dynamics, as Goro became increasingly integrated into Yan governance through a series of military interventions. Functioning as a key Mongol military stronghold, Goro played a crucial role in facilitating further Mongol territorial expansions by providing troops and naval support. Despite facing opposition from some of his advisors, Kublai Khan adopted an assertive approach towards territorial conquests in various regions, including Japan, Burma, Vietnam, and Java. His ambitious agenda also aimed at bringing peripheral areas like Saralin under direct Mongol control, a feat that was eventually accomplished by 1308 following Kuai's demise. However, the pursuit of these military campaigns came at a considerable financial cost, exacerbating inflation due to the extensive issuance of paper currency. The administration of Kublai's regime was distinguished by its multicultural composition, with a diverse council comprised of trusted officials and advisors from a spectrum of ethnic backgrounds such as Mongol, Sioux, Korean, Yue, and Han. This eclectic assembly of minds played a pivotal role in governing the vast empire and formulating strategic blueprints for its continued expansion. Motivated by the ongoing support extended to the struggling southern Song dynasty by the notorious Woko pirates, Kublai Khan initiated military offensives against Japan, orchestrating two major campaigns with the aim of subjugating Japan. Kublai faced formidable challenges due to maritime obstacles and potential flaws in naval strategies. The initial invasion in 1274 involved a fleet of 900 ships, while the subsequent endeavour in 1281 witnessed the mobilisation of two distinct forces. One contingent comprised 900 ships ferrying 40,000 troops from Korea, while the larger armada included 3,500 ships transporting 100,000 soldiers from southern China. In November 1281, the ill-equipped Mongol fleet set sail for Japan, facing challenges due to their lack of preparation for maritime conditions. Despite their shortcomings, the Mongols managed to conquer the Tsushima and Eki Islands on their way to Kyushu. When the Korean fleet arrived at Hakata Bay on June 23rd, the Chinese armada encountered difficulties stemming from their flawed naval constructions. The Mongol forces, opposition, but were ultimately repelled by Japanese samurai warriors in the decisive battles of Akasaka and Tayata. The Mongols relied on explosives and a barrage of arrows, contrasting the Japanese samurai's one-on-one combat tactics. However, the disciplined Japanese troops, despite being outnumbered, effectively defended their coastline, thwarting the Mongol advancements. Recent investigations have shed light on the wreckage of the second invasion fleet off the western coast of Takashima district in Sha province. These findings indicate that Kublai Khan rushed the assembly of a massive fleet within a year, resulting in poorly constructed ships that were not seaworthy. Scholars speculate that had the Mongol navy utilised properly designed ocean-going vessels with curved keels, they might have been able to survive the journey and potentially succeed in conquering Japan. However, the lack of adequate naval technology played a crucial role in the failure of the invasions. The unsuccessful Mongol invasions not only had military repercussions, but also left a significant economic impact, dispelling the myth of Mongol invincibility in East Asia. The events of this historical conflict underscore the importance of naval preparedness and strategic military planning in ensuring the success of military campaigns. Despite the significant costs incurred and damage to both his personal reputation and that of the Mongol Empire, Kublai Khan remained steadfast in his resolve to plan a third invasion. However, his untimely demise and the unanimous disagreement from his advisors ultimately put an end to any further military endeavours. Between the years 1257 and 1292, Kublai Khan orchestrated a total of 5 invasions of Dai Viet, present-day Vietnam, with notable assaults taking place in 1258, 1285 and 1287. While these campaigns faced numerous challenges and setbacks, some scholars argue that they achieved success by compelling Dai Viet to acknowledge Mongol supremacy through tributary arrangements. Conversely, Vietnamese historical records celebrate these events as a victory over what they perceive as Mongol oppression. The initial Mongol incursion in 1258, conducted under the unified Mongol Empire, sought to discover new strategic opportunities for confronting the Song dynasty. Guided by General Urian Khad, the Mongol forces captured the abandoned Vietnamese capital of Tang Long, which is now identified as Hanoi. However, this conquest proved short-lived as the general redirected his troops northward in 1259 to participate in a larger coordinated offensive against the Song dynasty in regions such as Guangxi, Sichuan, Shandong, and Hunan. This first invasion marked the transformation of Dai Viet, previously a vassal of the Song dynasty, into a tributary state under the Yuan dynasty, with the objective of increasing tribute obligations and asserting direct governance. The Yuan dynasty launched a subsequent invasion of Dai Viet in 1285, aiming to cement their authority over the region. In 1287, the Mongols initiated their third invasion with the objective of deposing the defiant ruler Tran Nantong and installing the turncoat Prince Tranik in his position. The events surrounding these invasions not only shaped the political landscape of the region, but also illustrate the complex dynamics of power struggles and territorial ambitions that characterized the Mongol expansion into Southeast Asia. Despite early successes, the Mongols faced significant challenges and military setbacks as they expanded their influence. In response to this opposition, both the ruling Yuan dynasty and the neighbouring Champa agreed to acknowledge the Yuan's authority, establishing themselves as tributary states to avoid further conflicts. This arrangement helped maintain a semblance of peace in the region. From 1277 to military campaigns into Burma, ultimately conquering Bagan, which then became a tributary region under the Yuan court until it was later taken over by the Ming Dynasty in 1368. The Mongols' primary goals were centered around expanding their commercial interests and securing tributary relationships with neighboring states. Kublai Khan also focused on diplomacy, forging connections with Southeast Asian nations. He held discussions with notable figures such as Prince Mang Rai of Chiang Mai and King Ramkhamhaeng of Sukhothai. In support of the Siamese against the Khmer Empire, the Mongols aided in weakening the Khmer forces, launching a successful ground assault from Champa into Cambodia in 1283 and solidifying their control by 1284. The Khmer ruler, Jaran the Skix, eventually surrendered in 1285, leading to Cambodia's transformation into a vassal state under Mongol influence. In 1293, Kublai organised a naval expedition against Singasari on Java, but faced stiff resistance from the rising Majapahit Empire, forcing a retreat in 1294. Kublai's rule marked a significant period of increased interactions between East Asia and Europe, facilitated by Mongol dominance over trade routes and the establishment of a reliable postal system. This era saw a surge in European, Central Asian, and other foreign visitors, including traders, explorers, and missionaries, all making their way into China. Furthermore, Kublai Khan extended his diplomatic efforts to Africa, establishing communication with the Sultanate of Mogadishu, known for its historical trade connections with China. Through these various initiatives and campaigns, Kublai Khan's reign played a vital role in shaping the geopolitical landscape of the time and fostering cross-cultural exchanges across vast regions. Described in Marco Polo's historical records is Kublai's strategic move of dispatching an envoy to Mogadishu for intelligence gathering purposes, which, unfortunately, led to the capture of the delegation. Shortly after being declared Khagan in May of 1260, Kublai took decisive action by sending a second envoy to negotiate the release of the captured members. This incident marked the beginning of Kublai's reign, marked by diplomatic challenges and the need for astute problem-solving. Embracing an ambitious vision for his newly established realm, Kublai was quick to address internal unrest in Darming by assigning the central government official Jiang Gan to lead the efforts. Accompanied by his close associate Gua Jing, an esteemed engineer and astronomer renowned for his instrument-making skills, Jiang Gan embarked on a mission that would have a lasting impact on the region. Gua's expertise extended beyond mere construction as he delved into the realm of celestial observations, constructing cutting-edge astronomical instruments to enhance the accuracy of observations and calculations. The architectural landscape of Kublai's capital, Kambaluk, known today as Beijing, underwent a transformation under the guidance of the skilled Turkestani architect Igar Alin, commonly referred to as Igar. Meanwhile, the talented artisan Arano left his mark on the city by crafting its most iconic structure, the White Stupa. As Kublai sought to improve water management systems within his domain, Jiang Gan recognized Gua Jing's proficiency in hydraulic engineering and advocated for his involvement in enhancing these crucial systems. Kublai entrusted Gua with the monumental task of revamping the water supply system connecting Dao to the Yellow River. Through innovative methods, including the construction of a 30 kilometers channel from the Bifu Spring in Mount Shen to Dao, Gua successfully improved water accessibility and flow regulation. His approach of linking water sources across different river basins and implementing sluices in canals proved to be a game changer, significantly elevating the region's infrastructure and agricultural capabilities. Impressed by Gua's remarkable achievements in Tao, Kublai expanded his responsibilities and sent him to Gansu in 1264 to restore irrigation systems damaged during the Mongol conquests. Collaborating closely with Jangan, Gua conducted thorough surveys and implemented strategic enhancements to the existing water systems, showcasing his prowess in engineering and problem solving on a larger scale. In conclusion, Kublai's strategic appointments and visionary projects, coupled with the expertise of individuals like Gua Jing, played a pivotal role in shaping the landscape and infrastructure of his burgeoning empire during this transformative period. Comprehensive and detailed reports detailing their findings and recommendations were meticulously compiled and sent directly back to Kublai Khan. This practice was crucial during the Jin dynasty's conquest, as it allowed for efficient communication and strategic planning. It is worth noting that substantial territories in Manchuria were specifically allocated to Genghis Khan's younger brothers during this period. These territories played a significant role in shaping the political landscape, as their descendants emerged as staunch supporters of Kublai Khan upon his coronation in 1260. As time progressed, newer generations within these territories began to desire greater autonomy, influenced by the policies set forth by Kublai Khan. Recognizing the need to balance centralized control with local governance, Kublai Khan implemented a system that allowed Mongol nobles to appoint overseers within their respective territories. This approach aimed to maintain overall imperial authority while granting a degree of autonomy to local rulers. Notably, Kublai Khan strategically placed his son Mangala in direct control of key regions such as Jangan and Shan, further solidifying his grip on power. By 1272, extensive investigations led by Leonin were conducted to assess and consolidate Mongol rule in Manchuria. These efforts culminated in the full integration of the region under imperial control by 1284, marking a significant milestone in Kublai Khan's quest for administrative efficiency and unity within the empire. However, Kublai Khan's ambitious bureaucratization endeavours faced notable resistance from figures like Nan, a descendant of one of Genghis Khan's brothers. While historical records on Nan remain somewhat ambiguous, it is clear that he played a pivotal role in challenging Kublai Khan's authority. Various princes, including Nan, engaged in forming strategic alliances with different factions to mount a rebellion against Kublai Khan's rule. Nan, drawing support from Mongol nobles due to his lineage, tracing back to Genghis Khan, spearheaded a rebellion aimed at undermining the imperial authority. Despite initial support and momentum, Nan's uprising faced early setbacks, characterized by detection and wavering leadership. Sensing the urgency of the situation, Kublai Khan swiftly responded by dispatching Commander Bayan to disrupt rebel alliances and personally leading troops to quell the rebellion. In a decisive battle, Kublai Khan's forces, bolstered by Han and Korean soldiers, emerged victorious, leading to the capture and subsequent execution of Nan. Concurrently, another rebel prince, Shikti, attempted to seize territory in northeastern China, but encountered failure in his endeavours. Additionally, Kaidu briefly seized control of Karakoram in 1289, prompting a swift and resolute response from Kublai Khan, who mobilised his forces to reclaim the territory and assert his authority. In summary, the intricate interplay of loyalty, autonomy, rebellion, and consolidation of power characterised the dynamic political landscape during Kublai Khan's reign, underscoring the complexities of governance and succession within the Mongol Empire. During the time when the rebellions persisted, Kublai Khan employed a strategic approach to maintain control over Mongolia and Manchuria. He appointed officials who were loyal to him in key positions to ensure the stability of his rule. An example of his calculated moves was in 1291, when Kublai guaranteed his authority over his grandfather's resting place by dispatching his grandson to Buran Kalun, which was safeguarded by the trusted Kublai Dynasty. This not only showcased his political acumen, but also demonstrated his keen understanding of the importance of symbolism and legacy in solidifying his power. Kublai's astute leadership was further highlighted when he managed to subdue military threats posed by Kaidu, a rival who had challenged his authority. By successfully driving Kaidu's forces out of the central Siberian plateau, Kublai effectively asserted his dominance and reinforced his position as the supreme ruler. This military triumph was a testament to Kublai's strategic prowess and ability to navigate complex geopolitical challenges. However, as Kublai's reign progressed, personal tragedies and internal conflicts began to take a toll on him. The death of his wife in 1281 marked a turning point, leading Kublai to withdraw from his advisors and rely heavily on Queen Nambu to communicate his directives. Family disputes over the succession further strained his rule, with his sons vying for the throne and even suggestions for Kublai to abdicate in favour of another heir. These tensions within the royal family created a turbulent atmosphere that threatened the stability of the empire. The passing of Janine in 1286, whom Kublai refused to visit, left a profound impact on the ruler. The weight of grief from losing his loved ones lingered heavily on Kublai, contributing to his increasingly reclusive behaviour and emotional turmoil. These personal sorrows, combined with military setbacks in conflicts with Vietnam and Japan, added to Kublai's burdens, plunging him into a state of deep sorrow and introspection. To cope with his mounting challenges, Kublai turned to indulgence in alcohol and the rich Mongol diet, exacerbating his health issues such as obesity, gout, and diabetes. These self-destructive behaviours were perhaps his attempts to seek solace or distraction from his troubles, mirroring the struggles of a man burdened by both personal grief and the weight of imperial responsibilities. In reflecting on Kublai Khan's later years, one can grasp the complex interplay of personal tragedies, political dilemmas, and health struggles that shaped his rule. His story serves as a poignant reminder of the human side of historical figures, illustrating how even the most powerful leaders are vulnerable to the trials of mortality and emotional turmoil. And, if one has experienced the flavours of Mongolian cuisine, they may find a glimpse of understanding into the indulgences that offered fleeting respite to a ruler embattled by the challenges of his time. His physical and mental well-being experienced a swift decline during the late months of 1293, prompting him to withdraw from public engagements, including the traditional New Year's celebrations. This retreat signified a significant shift in his priorities as his health deteriorated. To ensure the continuity of his lineage, he appointed Genghis' son, Timur, as the crown prince in light of his own worsening condition. As Kublai's health continued to worsen, he found solace in the presence of Bayan, a much younger individual who provided him with comfort during his final days. Despite his declining health, Kublai's commitment to securing the future of his dynasty remained unwavering. His passing in February 1294, at the remarkable age of 78, was a remarkable achievement given the era's limited medical advancements. Following his death, Kublai's body was interred in Mongolia, where he joined his predecessors in the ancestral burial grounds. This final resting place served as a testament to his enduring legacy and solidified his place among the esteemed monarchs of his time. Through his actions and heritage, Kublai Khan left behind a lasting impact that transcended his physical presence, ensuring his place in history as a revered ruler. Thank you for joining me on the ASMR History channel to explore the extraordinary life of Kublai Khan. I hope you found this journey through history both enlightening and soothing. Kublai Khan's legacy as a conqueror, statesman, and cultural innovator continues to captivate our imaginations. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more ASMR-infused history stories. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest releases. Until next time, may history's whispers bring you peace and knowledge.